Today on TFL Bike, we are doing a first ride review of a Super73, but before we get it out on the road and drive it, I have to do a couple things to it, namely unbox it and do a little bit of assembly. But once we do that, we can actually see how it rides, and we're gonna have a number of videos upcoming on the Super73 bike. But first, let's get it out of this. Ooh, now Alex is out of town right now and he hasn't told me much about this bike, but getting the box open here, I can see kind of a cool military green color on the frame. These, if you don't know, are really rad electric bikes that are super stylish and really nicely made from the look of it. So I'm excited to get this guy unpacked and see what it's all about. What's in the box? Paper. Oh, pedals. And what is that? Ooh, charger. Pedals, charger, wrenches, in case your toolkit is as hopeless as the one that we have here at the office. Seems simple enough. Right on. That's the handlebars installed as slowly as somebody can possibly put 4 bolts into anything. But now, get to screw the pedals on, and we'll be done. All right, so check this out. It took me a quick second to figure out, but not long at all. On the left side of the battery, here you can see this is where you charge it up, and it's got a power button right here. So I give that a good press, that'll shut it off. Give it another press, turns on, and then right here, like a lot of e-bikes, this is where you can see how fast you're going, and you can also see how much assistance you're getting from the electric motor. And then you've got a thumb throttle right here, and these are really pretty nice components. So you can see some legit brakes on this thing. As it says right here, they take mineral oil. So we're not dealing with the cheap cable operated brakes that you get on a lot of bikes. These are nice brakes. And as you can see, this bike is rated as a class 2, so 20 miles per hour, 750 watt hub motor. Though we're gonna do a full review on this eventually, but we want to at least get this guy on the road for a quick ride. Now there's a few cool things that you can cycle through on this little screen at the handlebar. If you press a button on the right, you can go from speed to your range, depending on how much battery you have. You can go to your assistance level. You can also show how many miles you've done total. So cool display here that shows you some useful info. If you hold down on the up switch on the handlebar, you can flick on this LED headlight, which is actually pretty bright. I do feel a little bit goofy for wearing my motorcycle helmet on a bicycle, but my GoPro and my mic are built into this helmet, so that's what we're doing. Now, the thumb throttle on the handlebar, you don't have to use the thumb throttle. If you pedal with the assistance level 4 on, I mean, I'm just moving the pedals and then the bike really does all of the actual work, not having to try whatsoever to make this move. But having that thumb throttle is pretty nice. And honestly, I feel like carrying a decent amount of speed. 25 miles per hour. Let's see what we can get up to over here. 26, 27, 28, 30, 31. We're kind of screaming along right now. Wow, so on the frame it says 20 miles an hour, but we're doing better than that. Let's feel how the suspension feels. Yeah, it's definitely, it's not a mountain bike. You can tell that this bike carries some heft, and I mean, electric mountain bikes are really expensive for one that's actually going to have some quality suspension. But if you're just bouncing around urban terrain, I mean, it's no problem at all. It'll get you around wherever you want to go. So yeah, I mean, I'd say it does well enough for what you need it to do. You do have some adjustment that you can put into the front forks. The rear is a hardtail, so yeah, it was never going to be all that springy anyway. But let's go alongside the road. I'm in the bike lane on the road. Close my visor as we carry some more speed. Going 30 miles per hour. I'm definitely going to get passed by any cars that come alongside me. So I think this road is, I don't know, at least a 35 mile per hour. But I'm going easily fast enough to get around town here in Boulder. So one thing I will say about this Super 73 is, at least at the moment, how the suspension is set, it's a little choppy. Our roads around Colorado are really terrible. We don't have nice, smooth, paved roads, and the suspension's a bit stiff on it, the way it's set up right now. I mean, could definitely go in and let some air out of the forks, but that hardtail rear is obviously not going to have any more give to it. Could potentially drop some air out of the tires, but you know, I mean, at a certain point you just gotta deal with the fact that it's not buttery smooth. But even still, oh, okay, yeah, avoid the manhole covers. I think that's what I just rolled over and gave me a little shot to the nads. But yeah, even still, I think you could get around on it just fine. Well, honestly, I think we need to try pulling some air out of the front forks, because let's see, if I pull off to the side here and put my weight completely on the front forks, yeah, that is not the amount of sag that I should have. So these forks are set up too stiff for me. They'd be especially too stiff for Alex. So right now I'm getting to explore some parts of these little bike paths around Boulder that I've honestly never known existed. And you could find so many shortcuts to different parts of town through these little passageways. I mean, it's like a maze all through the city. Look at that, little creek crossing. How nice is that? I dig it. What a good way to explore the city of Boulder. And with that, back to the office.